It ain't nothing but me, top boss big nations. Yo, passport bro next door. Nations Village, is it your girl or your turn in Dominican Republic? Short, simple, sweet answer is it's only your turn. Every time you in the Dominican Republic dealing with a Dominican lady, you have to keep in mind it is only your turn. So whenever you're in DR and you're dealing with these women, what we want to do is we want to treat it as a game. And as we all know, in any type of game, there's winners and there's losers, you know? But one thing there is not in this game is victims. The females are not victims. The gringos are not victims. Everyone is a willing participant that is participating. So let's get those ground rules established. There are no victims in the Dominican Republic. And that goes for the women that we going to see, and that goes for us gringos. No victims. All game, strictly game. So the best thing to do is to keep your feelings out of it. Yee, it ain't nothing but me. Hey gang, say gang, if you watching this right now, like the video, drop a comment below, share it with friends, family, and a foe, and tap that subscribe button to become a part of Nations Village. We stay going up. So this game begins with the magnetic attraction between gringos and Dominicanos. I don't know I don't know if it has to do with the high presence of social media. I don't know if this is something that existed before that, but a lot of gringos and a lot of Dominicanos have an image, and it's definitely a hip hop image of being, some type of, I guess, power couple, lit couple, influential couple, that type of thing. So it's all a fantasy from both sides. But yeah, that is where the game begins. The game begins at the level of attraction. I mean, the gringos are attracted to the beauty and the bodies of the Dominicanas, and Dominicanas are attracted to the money, the status, and I guess the overall disposition of gringos. The fact that the Matrix is about placing women and children first, I think that gives us gringos a more pliable disposition, a more wanting to please. Gringos, we really like to please women, whether it's in the States or overseas. Now, by us being more willing to please and being more accommodating, that also makes us more susceptible to the game of the Dominican women. And best believe it's definitely a game for them. They'll reel you in with that fake affection. We're just gonna call it what it is. They reel you in with that fake affection. Then they'll execute their plan, And for Dominican women, you'll often hear them say that they want a man that will help them get ahead, and but what they really mean is they want a man that they can come up on, they want a man that they can get over on. They call that getting ahead. If they can get something from you, then that's gonna make their life easier, because you have to always keep in mind that as a gringo, when we're talking to these Dominican women, we have to keep in mind that we aren't the only gringos talking to these Dominican women. A lot of Dominican women have a call list. A call list, and they'll hit that call list up on Friday. They'll go down the list of all the gringos that they be texting and video calling, and they gonna implement their plan of that's they payday. They go down their call list. If they hit up 20 dudes for $50, shoot, if they can get half of that, if they get 10 dudes to fall in line, that's 500. That's a good payday for them. That's a good payday for anybody, for real. $500 in one day. And it's not a bad thing, because we always remember that there's no victims. There's only winners and losers. So the thing to do is just execute your plan as a man, as the gringo, to where you end up being the winner, and for different situations, that's going to mean different things. But as long as you feel good about everything that you did on your end, then hey, you win. But if you're in a situation where you questioning your moves, questioning your decisions, then hey, you lost. And at that point, the only thing you can do is turn that loss into a lesson. So, winners and losers, no victims in Dominican Republic. Now let's talk about some of the ways that the Dominican women get us as gringos. They get us to just fall into the little trap. And it does go back to that fake affection, and it also goes back to that hip hop image of what a couple is supposed to look like. Whenever you meet these women in person, every single time, I don't know, it's just like a certain level of comfort that the Dominican women will display. You just meeting them for the first time, but they hugging you, talking to you all over you, and things like that, like you've been on them 5-6 years, and it's every single experience. It never fails. So that's the first way they get you. Being easy to talk to, being easy to get along with. I think that's something that us as gringos, we may not get to experience that on a daily level. There's different rules of engagement in the Matrix. Man, you will meet these Dominican girls, and for the first time, they'll be great on the date. Everything will be cool. These women may cook a whole meal for you. A whole home cooked meal on the first day you meet them. Now, we're not gonna sit here and act like women in the Matrix don't cook. We not gonna do that. But personally, I've never had a woman in the Matrix cook for me the first day I met her in person. It don't matter how long we have been talking online. But we got to keep in mind that cooking ain't nothing special. These are Caribbean women. Scrambled eggs. And Caribbean women simply just love to cook. So as gringos, we can't get enamored by the cooking. That's just part of the game. I don't know, somebody probably told them we like their cooking. So it don't matter how many eggs she scrambles. It don't matter how many chickens she fry. It's not your girl. It's your turn. As soon as the next plane land, well, as soon as you get on your plane and leave, and the next plane lands, she gonna be scrambling eggs and frying chickens for the next gringo. So as long as we know that going in, we can't do nothing but win. And bruvs, that's the whole reason we in the game. We in the game to win. We not in the game to hurt people's feelings or hurt people in any other kind of way. We just travel. We want to enjoy ourselves. We want good company. We want to, we just want to live. So we gonna remain living stress free. That way, when we are in Dominican Republic, we will always win because we know the game, we recognize the game, we're not looking for more than what the game has to offer.
Dime ahora, me estoy tirando fotos.
And what the game has to offer is a beautiful thing. You get the company of a beautiful woman that speaks Spanish, and you just enjoy your time when you having your time. But other than that, we gonna leave it all alone. So we just gonna roll a couple of more photos, and we out, Nations Village. Stay going up.